Well, yeah, as a producer, I'm incredibly concerned. We don't, farming is a livelihood, but we have to make money out here. We can't, we don't do this for charity.
Some Nebraska farmers are getting worried about the future. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Did you know today is National Agriculture Day?
But rather than celebrate, many Nebraska farmers are concerned for their futures. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Alden German has more in tonight's top story. Alden?
Hey Megan, I visited Firth this afternoon and met with a local farmer who said he is concerned that potential tariffs from international countries will have a negative impact on his and other Nebraska farmers' livelihoods. Meet Nathan Dorn. He's lived in Nebraska his entire life and has a long family history of farming, specifically cattle and grain. Right now, he's concerned about a potential economic downturn. Several weeks ago, President Trump announced tariffs on foreign steel and aluminum. While no countries have said that they'll implement retaliatory tariffs, the thought that they might has farmers rattled.
We're really just hopeful right now that this doesn't happen. We're hoping that everybody comes to their senses and people realize that trade wars aren't easy wars to win. Nobody wants to fight a trade war, especially here in rural Nebraska.
Agriculture is a huge part of Nebraska's economy. In 2016, Nebraska exported $6.6 billion of agricultural goods. Topping that list, soybeans, corn, and beef. Dorn says any tariffs from outside powers will not help everyday Americans.
And if we lose even a fraction of that, that's really going to affect Main Street, Nebraska. It's going to affect daycare centers. It's going to affect hospitals and healthcare workers.
The Nebraska Farm Bureau has similar concerns. Jay Rimpey is a senior economist for NFB. He says if tariffs were put in place, Nebraska would be poorly off.
I would think Nebraska might be a little worse off just because of two commodities that beef and soybeans that are big export products from the state of Nebraska seem to be caught in the middle of some of these tariff talks and the retaliatory measures that are being discussed.
Again, no foreign countries have announced tariffs on U.S. agricultural goods, but farmers across Nebraska are having the conversation so they can try and plan accordingly. However, as you heard Nathan Dorn say, they are hopeful that there will be no tariffs on their products.
Alden German in our top story night. Thank you, Alden.